Who said that business cards are only for businesses? Don't let the name fool you. The American Express Blue Business Plus is an amazing card for everyday life and should be a staple for everyone. Howdy, I'm Hutch, and today I'm gonna be talking about how the American Express Blue Business Plus is the best credit card that literally everyone should get if they use credit cards. I'll be going over why you should be loving this card as much as I do, the secret benefit this card provides within the American Express ecosystem, and why this card replaces the vast majority of spending on my credit cards. Quick favor before we get started, if you find this video useful, please like the video and consider subscribing if you want to see more from me. So let's talk about why I love this card and why I really think you should love this card as well. This card falls into the category bucket of what people like to call the everything else bucket. And what that means is it doesn't really have specific benefits or bonuses for different categories, like you might see with, say, the AMEX Gold card, which gets 4x on groceries and dining, or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which gets bonuses on travel. It doesn't do that. Instead, this card is very, very simple. 2x points on everything. That's it. And the reason why I personally love this card even more is because, as I've mentioned in other videos, I prioritize membership rewards points, the Amex points, over every other point system. So this is just a flat 2x back on everything that you purchase. It's a very, very simple structure. And one of the best parts about it, $0 annual fee. This card costs nothing to own. So let's just do a very quick recap here. It costs you absolutely nothing. And when you use it, you get 2 times the points for your purchase. For everything. Okay, so that's one reason alone where you should just get this card, right? You have no downside and it's always giving you a benefit. I will, caveat this a little bit. Technically, it's 2x on $25,000 worth of spend. Actually, let me just double check that. Blue Business Plus offer. Did they up it? Oh, hold up. Is it? Oh, okay. I just double checked and that was wrong. It's not actually up to $25,000. It's up to $50,000 in the calendar year. If you're anything like me, you're not gonna hit that threshold in a year at all. So I just assume that this is giving me 2x on everything always. And specifically right now is one of the best times to actually get this card. Right now, you can pick up this card from American Express with an additional 15,000 MR point bonus if you hit $3,000 spend in the first 3 months. That comes out to $1,000 a month. That's a very doable spend requirement for a business card in general. And actually, let's talk a little bit about the elephant in the room here. This is a business card. And for whatever reason, some people still feel weird about getting a business card over a personal card. The long and short of it is, if you've ever done any sort of selling or any sort of service in any capacity, you can qualify as a business owner. The actual process of applying for a business card is really not scary. It's very straightforward. In fact, you can check out this video I did right here for the American Express Business Platinum card to just see how straightforward the application process actually is and how it's really not that scary. But even if you didn't get this welcome offer, I would still argue that this is a no-brainer card that you should pick up. And this actually transitions into what the secret benefit of this card is. If you're within the American Express ecosystem itself, then you know that you have cards like the American Express Gold and the AMEX Platinum, which will give you MR points as you spend on those cards. You'll also know that those cards have pretty high annual fees, right? The last time I checked, I think the Gold had $250 annual fee and the Platinum was just shy of $700 as of this recording. Just having the Platinum and the Gold, for example, you're paying almost $1,000 to keep those cards. If I have a significant amount of membership rewards points just sitting on American Express, I don't necessarily want to close any of those additional cards because then I could just lose all of my points. You then run into the issue of like, all right, cool, I need to spend all my points very quickly before I can even entertain the idea of closing out these high annual fee cards. Not when you have the Blue Business Plus. Again, this is a $0 annual fee card that also has the hidden benefit of collecting MR points. So you can cancel the Gold card, you can cancel your Platinum if you no longer find value in any of those, and you'll still have your pool of MR points sitting on your Blue Business Plus. This means you can essentially have an American Express card that does not cost you anything annually that can act as a holder for storing MR points. I know for me personally, That's amazing. I can see myself canceling my gold and platinum cards sometime in the future, and I don't want to have to worry about losing MR points when I do that. This completely solves that problem. And finally, going into why this card has straight up replaced 99.9% of my actual spending on any credit card. This is hands down my go-to credit card on a daily basis. It's because this is that catch-all card. What do I mean by that? Well, yes, you have better optimized cards for specific categories, right? You have the AMEX cards for travel and grocery and dining. You might have the Capital One card for entertainment and streaming. You might have, Chase cards for hotel stays or travel or whatever, right? And that's all fine and great, but they're not the things that I'm spending money on a regular daily basis. And that's why this card is so key. This card falls into the category of everything else. So things that don't neatly fit into the categories of travel or dining or things that I'm not going to be spending on a daily basis, this card gives a bonus for. To put this into perspective, I'm going to show you what I mean through the Max Rewards app. Now, this video is not sponsored, unless Max Rewards, you happen to randomly see this and want to sponsor me for a video. Okay, really bad plug, I know. This video is not actually sponsored. I just happen to like using Max Reward as a way to track my credit cards and bonus categories and whatnot. So what I've done is I've opened up the best card by category option within Max Rewards. And as you can see, the Blue Business Plus hands down fits the majority of the categories that at least I use on a pretty regular basis within my life. I will call out that there is that one for drugstores that is belonging to the Freedom Unlimited. Yeah, okay, sure. If I ever find myself at a CVS or something, which personally I don't go to a lot, then I will make sure that I use that card instead. The two categories that stand out the most to me that literally do on a pretty regular basis, other, which is again that catch-all category that doesn't fall into any other category, and online shopping. That is a huge one. I will almost always prefer to shop for something online than go into a physical store if I have that opportunity. And this is just a flat 2x that I can get for shopping on any online portal. Okay, I've gushed about why I love this card enough, but just to be completely fair, let me talk about one con that this card does have. The biggest con is that this card does have foreign transaction fees. So if you're planning a trip or going somewhere international, don't use this card. Most likely you're gonna get hit with foreign fees. So in that sense, it's not the greatest card of all time. If you put that aside and you just talk about your normal daily life, hands down, this card, in my opinion, beats everything else if you are specifically interested in points. Are there better cashback cards? Absolutely. If you are team cashback, then none of this really applies to you. Go take a look at a myriad other cashback options, great ones that I can think of off the top of my head. The Bank of America Cash Rewards card, you can get 3% on specific categories there. There's the Fidelity card, which gives 2% cash back on everything. So if you're team cashback, then sure. I would argue if you are an American Express customer or want to get into American Express or have any interest in the future of MR points, you should absolutely get this card. Like, hands down, no brainer, pick this card up. I swear by this card, I use it almost every single day. The overall simplicity of this card means if you don't want to think about anything and you just want to make sure that you're always getting bonus points on everything, you just use this card. That's it. Hopefully I've shown you why this is my go-to card for everyday spending. And you can check out this video next to see what's in my wallet for all my other spending categories. That's it for me. Hope you found this video useful, and hey, thanks for hanging out.